Alex, how are you? Hope you're still with us. Yeah, so we're on the motorway, the D1 motorway here in Slovakia. It's going to take us to Bratislava. We're about a good 195 k's out. But yeah, so this has got an e-toll on it. So it's one of those things, you either need a transponder or you need to be registered. Where you register your car with the toll provider itself. Yeah, C1, D1, E50, E75 to Bratislava. This will take us all the way into Bratislava, which about 190 k's. It's going past Zelina Airport right now. Yeah, so the motorway limit here is 130 k's, but everyone moves along around 140, about 130, 140. This lane is right, that lane cuts out shortly. So this one will too. So I'm going to move over another. Right lane. So yeah, this will take us all the way into Bratislava. Yeah, so south towards Romania and so forth, Bulgaria, Romania, or even Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia. But no, it's just lovely. We've got good motorway section, still 130 speed limit, but it's sitting around 140, 145, 150. Very common speeds here in Eastern Europe and Slovakia. Other European countries with countries with 130 limits too. It's been nice smooth run. There were a couple of speed cameras earlier on, but they're the older design, not the average speed point type. Yeah, so we're at 120 km and 16 k's out of Bratislava. This exit takes you to Brno in the Czech Republic. It's a little way away from Prague. But no, we're not going to Brno this time. Drove around, it's not too bad to look at. But yeah, so nice, very reasonable progress. See if my friend wants to move out. Does he want to move out? He does not. Bratislava to Brno, and you got the CZ, which stands for Czech Republic, Czechia. But yeah, petrol's €1.67.9, so it's a lot cheaper than many other places. See, look at 162.40, probably around about $2.60, about $2.70 a litre at the moment here. It's a lot cheaper than other places, but Poland seems to have been the cheapest so far. It really has been around about the €2.40 mark. In other words, what was it, nearly six zlotys and 10 or thereabouts. And yeah, beautiful progress. And yes, beautiful country, like we keep saying. It's a big distribution centre. A few distribution centres here in Slovakia as well. Down to 115 k's, so not too far. Yeah, it's absolutely magnificent drive. Yep, reasonable speed limits, good motorways, and no do-gooders in the outside lane when they're not overtaking. Yep, so we overtake, move back out to the outside lane. That's someone that's coming up behind me now. I'm sitting around 140, between 140 and 150. So not 145. There he comes. This is the toll gantry that comes up here, the electronic tolls. Yeah, he's going faster than me. I'll give it around 140, 150. 45, that's a toll gantry. So the friend's out pushing 150. He's probably got around 160. So you're around 20 overs generally a common thing here. There's another car's about to come up. We'll find out how fast he's going, shall we? Let's find out. So push it up to, there are we? So he's probably doing about 160 or just over, I'd say. So it's 160, 161 now, 162. So he's going at a reasonable rate of knots too. There's my speed right there, 162k an hour. Yeah, so pretty much just keeping a safe following distance from him at the moment. And these, whilst they're not quite autobahn speeds, they're very common here in Europe. Yeah, very, very common. We'll do around 140, 160, 180, even outside German autobahns. A little bit of road noise from the course bitumen on this outside lane. I'll get back out now, out of the outside lane once I finish overtaking. But yeah, these are very common speeds here. Just drop it down to about 150, but keep it all friendly with everyone. But yeah, a lot of the police have a greater tolerance for over speed limits than many other countries, including Australia. But yeah, anyways, we're going to retire for the night very shortly anyway. Retire for the night, and that just outside Bratislava. So hope you like that little drive with us anyway. So still on the D1 Autochester, or motorway, we just say motorway, keep it simple. And yeah, still in Slovakia, about was 30, so what's, yeah, around about 31 Ks outside Bratislava. So we'll retire out here for the night, organise the hotel. So yeah, anyways, hope you like that little video of that here in Slovakia. And, I shall talk to you a little later on, so watch you now. Peace. Laters.